Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And I've been taking a look at the first round matchups in the playoffs. I have two series left. I'll do them both today, as both of them game ones are today. Both are the 1-8 matchups. Both have major injury news. But I'm going to start with the Eastern Conference one because that is the earlier game today between the 8 seeded Miami Heat and the 1 seed Boston Celtics. These teams have seemed to match up every year in the playoffs, but they did last year in the Eastern Conference Finals. The Heat won the first three. Then the Celtics evened it up, forcing a game seven, but Miami easily won that game seven, reaching the NBA Finals. So if we take a look, Celtics easily were the best regular season team in the NBA this season, and as you see, finished 18 games better than the Heat. That offensive rating is the best in NBA history. The Celtics throw up the most threes in the NBA, and they connect on the second best percentage. So you definitely have to do all you can to keep them off that 3 point line. Not only are they a historic offense, but their defense is awesome as well, as is the Heat. You always expect the Heat to be a good defensive team. Bam Adebayo should be making an all defensive team. Offensive rating, not great. Also, not, that's to be expected with this Heat team where Jimmy Buckets misses, a bunch of regular season games. But not only that, I'm going to guess that he is going to be out the entire first round. Sprained MCL, that's definitely a week to week injury. And not only that, Terry Rozier has a neck injury. There's not really any type of timetable for his return, but from what I've read, it's week to week. I mean, Heat fans, the Heat hope they can get one or both of those guys back. I'm going to do this video under the assumption that both are going to miss the series. So, if so, Tyler Hero came back, I don't know, 2, 3 weeks ago, has been playing well since coming back. Caleb Martin had a very good postseason last year. Normally would be a reserve, but again, two starters hurt. In the playing game, they brought Duncan Robinson off the bench. It was his first game back from injury. Had been in the starting lineup prior to injury. I am going to say he'll be in the starting lineup. I'm not quite sure if he will. Shot about 40% from three this season. Nikola Jovic definitely had a not necessarily a breakout season, averaged maybe somewhere around 8 points per game, but started showing why the Heat selected him in the first round of the 2022 NBA draft after he barely played in his rookie season. Bam Adebayo, um, definitely their best player with Butler out. Could be all NBA, as I mentioned, should be all defensive, and he's even dabbled in a 3 point shot of late. Now, this Celtics starting lineup has been awesome all season that they've been together. Porzingis has missed his share of games. That's pretty much been true his whole career, but still played 57 of them. Jason Tatum could be all NBA first or second team, averaged 26.9, but Jaylen Brown 23. Porzingis 20.1, White 15.2, Holiday 12.5. They got five guys that can beat you on the offensive end, thus why that historic offensive rating. Pretty much all five of those guys are above average 3 point shooters. Maybe you'd say Jaylen Brown average. He shot 35.4%, but everyone else at least 37.5% from three in that starting lineup. And very good defenders as well. Two of the best guard defensive players, especially um, I'm sorry, in their backcourt in Holiday and Derek White. Derek White's becoming Dwayne Wade in that he's the best shot blocking guard in the league. Key reserves for the series. Again, the Heat's depth has hurt isn't as I'm sorry, their depth isn't as good due to Butler and Rozier being out. Jaime Jacques Jr., Jaquez Jr. He could be all rookie first team. That's a good guy to have as your first man off the bench, Jaquez Jr. Although he may start. He did start the playing game. Maybe some continuity from that playing game against the Bulls. We'll see what Spoelstra decides to do. Kevin Love's still very productive. Obviously, not playing the minutes he did in his heyday, but still a great rebounder. Defense at least got to respect him from beyond the arc. Haywood Highsmith, he's had a very good season as well, shooting 40% from three on the year. And then two guys I wouldn't really expect to play much if they were at full strength. DeLon Wright, he did get a lot of minutes in that playing game against the Bulls. I don't expect them to go 10 deep, but if they do, they got Thomas Bryant or Patty Mills, who has a ton of playoff experience when it comes to the Celtics. Um, they might only go 8 deep, maybe 9. Al Horford still going strong at what, 37 or I think he's 37 years old. Peyton Pritchard, he really performed well towards the end of the season, had some mighty productive games for the Celtics. Sam Hauser is just that awesome deep shooter, shot 42.4% from three on the season. They might not go much deeper than that, though Xavier Tillman and Luke Cornett can give you solid minutes if they decide to go deeper. Of course, as we know, postseason rotations often dwindle down. I'm a Knicks fan. My Knicks only played 8 guys yesterday, but we got the win. Let's go up 1-0. Anyhow, um, Celtics are huge favorites in this series, especially with Butler and Rozier out. Pulling up DraftKings Sportsbook. While I'm getting the odds, I'm going to make my prediction. I am going to say, and actually I got it, Celtics minus 3,000 compared to the Heat plus 1,300. So Celtics easily the biggest favorite in this first round. I'm gonna go Celtics in 5. Um, I think if Butler, maybe Rozier, but definitely Butler are playing, I don't know who I'd predict, but I think I would go the Heat. I'm sorry, the series to go 7 games. I just believe in Spoelstra, and I think the Heat pull out one game despite clearly being overmatched without two of their, top 5 players on the team. But with Spolstra, I think the Heat find a way to pull out one game. Let me know in the comments what are your expectations for this series. Who do you think will advance? Stay tuned later today. I will be taking a look at the Pelicans Thunder series, much like this one without Jimmy Butler for the Heat. Looks like Zion Williamson might be out. I don't know about the whole series, but definitely the beginning of the series for the Pelicans. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.